Have you ever come home to find a bunch of brown bananas sitting on your counter? They normally look like they're trash, but let me show you how to make the best banana bread muffins with them. The browner they are, the sweeter they are. So it's a really good thing when it comes to banana bread. I'm gonna show you today how to make my favorite banana bread muffins. Mine are filled with cocoa powder and chocolate chips, and the recipe makes just 6 muffins. This recipe uses just 1 brown banana. The darker the banana, the sweeter it is. Don't be afraid of a super brown, speckly banana. You can double this recipe and make more than 6 muffins if you would like, but today we're making 6, so just 1 banana. You want to mash it up very well. I use a fork. You don't want any lumps of banana. Mash it until it turns into a liquid. To this, we need 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil. A neutral oil is any type of oil that doesn't have a flavor to it and isn't going to impart any flavor to your muffins. Canola oil is a great choice, vegetable oil, avocado oil. I just wouldn't use an olive oil or coconut oil. Okay, whisk together your banana, sugar, oil, and then we're gonna add an egg. 1 large egg. I always crack it into a separate little bowl before I add it to my big bowl. Just whisk this together. These are all of your wet ingredients. We're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla brings out the flavor in chocolate, so anytime I make a chocolate dessert, I add a little vanilla. Next step is all of our dry ingredients. I love that this recipe is made all in 1 bowl. Okay, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. This is 1/4 cup of Dutch processed cocoa powder. Dutch processed cocoa powder is a little darker and a little richer than your standard cocoa powder. And whenever you're baking with Dutch process, you want to use something acidic as your leavener. I'm using a teaspoon of baking soda. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just stir this all together, all in the same bowl. We're gonna add our chocolate chips at the very end. Okay, don't overmix. You don't want any flour lumps, but you also don't wanna overbeat your batter. This is 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. I'm gonna reserve a few just for sprinkling on top of the muffins to make them really pretty. But I'm gonna stir in 1/4 cup into the actual muffin batter. We're ready to portion. This recipe makes 6 muffins, so I'm gonna line, this is a little vintage muffin tin. I love that it only has 6 cups. Line it with muffin liners so the muffins don't stick. And I've preheated my oven to 350 and it's ready to go. When you're scooping out your batter, you wanna fill each muffin cup about 3/4 of the way full. We're gonna evenly divide this into each cup. I used a big ice cream scoop. This helps me portion, helps me keep track. Those chocolate chips that we reserved now go on top, just to keep the muffins pretty and to entice my toddler to eat them. If she sees chocolate chips, she'll eat it. These go into a 350-degree oven for 18 minutes. At 18 minutes, you can check them with a toothpick or you can just press on the tops. If they spring back, they're done. These just came out of the oven. They smell amazing. I can smell the chocolate, I can smell the banana. We're gonna move them to a cooling rack. Let them cool for about 5 minutes if you can before you dig in. Okay, I wanna taste one. I'm gonna pick the one with the most chocolate chips. It's a good thing we used our muffin liners. These are so good, so tender, so soft. You can really taste the cocoa powder in these, and the banana flavor is really coming through. The banana brings a sweetness to it so that you don't have to use as much sugar. And I love the chocolate chips. I hope you make these double chocolate banana muffins. For the full recipe, visit dessertfor2.com.